Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Mike Lowe, and this is our Madden 22 Connected Franchise Mode 32 game franchise that we are starting off here. It's our at least test league, if not more. We'll see if we want to do kind of like a deal, or I should say a dual league, once the new scouting gets updated. And again, making a big assumption, we're all really optimistic about the scouting update, but also trying to be realistic, saying that, who knows what that's going to look like, right? So kind of taking a deep dive here into the game as much as we can here with this new connected franchise mode. Again, PS5, we do have some openings. There's about, as the time of this recording, about 10 teams left here. So I'm on my lunch break. We're going to be jumping in and playing my preseason game because we're advancing the preseason 24-hour windows. So the next advance will be tonight at 9 p.m. Really quick, I wanted just to give a quick plug. We have opened up our swag shop, or whatever you want to call it, our merch shop here at Sim Sports Gaming, and I'm really quite impressed. I was skeptical, I'll be honest. I was setting up the stuff, and I designed some different things, and just started putting some different items up in there. Again, a big shout out to Zach, who has created our logo, gave me the files to kind of tweak some of the colors so that look better in some darker shirts and whatnot. But I'm really happy with what came in the mail. I placed an order myself, just to kind of see how things look, 'cause I don't want things going out to folks if it wasn't really up to par and high quality. But I really love everything I've tested out so far. So first, you can see I have the T-shirt here. This is the blue T-shirt. We have blue, gray, black. Sim Sports Gaming. Really, really soft, nice quality. Wearing that, I got the hat here. It's kind of like the trucker style hat. I love the hat. I use a lot of hats when I golf and stuff, and this is perfect. It's nice and cool. And then finally, I actually grabbed the mug too. So I did all blue this time. So everything here you're seeing is actually the blue version of these. But again, there's black, gray, some other stuff that we'll be doing eventually. So right now, just kind of the straightforward design here with the kind of the PS5 looking controller, updated logo. So again, yeah, just really really excited to share all that with you guys, and yeah, I just appreciate you guys being here, and just checking the chat here because let's see if anything came up. No, so um, but yeah, just really, really excited about the league, excited about all the other stuff that's going on here. And again, appreciate everyone being here. So we're going to jump in and play our preseason game. Unfortunately, I have one of the rare games that are actually versus a CPU team. We do allow CPU games here. So we're going to be jumping into that. By the way, if you're looking to order merch or check out anything else, check out our app. You can go to simsportsgaming.com. You can actually just get to the app from there. You can click on mobile app. Or if you want to go straight to it, it's simsportsgaming.com/SSG app. And so that'll take you in there, and then you can get to the swag shop, you can get to the rules for the Madden League, all kinds of different stuff in there. So we're going to jump in. I've done my training. I've taken the Raiders this year. We're going to be playing a tough Seahawks team here, all Madden difficulty. And yeah, we're going to jump in and get going here. So again, I got to get this done here on my lunch break. So play preseason game. Here we go. Hopefully my camera is not going to block too much stuff or anything. It doesn't meet the requirements. Okay, so I need to go move a position here or something. Let's see what we can do. All right. Ironing out the kinks with the Raiders. What do we got? We have, what, none? I mean, this guy's just a bum. Can move him to left tackle for now. He ain't gonna play, so. Alright, there we go. Let's see if that lets us get through here. Let me just make sure it didn't jack up my depth chart or anything. The menus this year in Madden, by the way, kind of weird. Not really loving their menu layout. I like that they updated it. I just don't really like what they did with the update, I guess. Oh yeah, they totally jacked up my offensive line. Good old Madden messing with my depth charts when I move a guy around who's not even in the depth chart. So bear with me, guys. Getting a good look at some goofy Madden stuff here. Holy cow, what did they do? Just like inverted everything. Let me check something because I have a screenshot of what I had. 1 second, guys. Let me pull this up and take a look. I don't think you guys can see this, but bear with me here as I just go check my Raiders depth chart. Okay, easy enough. Parker Simpson. Okay. Oops. All right, make these quick changes here. By the way, the proceeds for any of the merch, it goes right back into the community. We have a completely separate bank account for all SSG stuff. It's for things like buying commissioners copies of games, because they put a ton of time into setting up the league and just kind of running all that stuff. It's for eventual. We'd love to do like SSG meetups once it's safe and people are comfortable doing that kind of thing. So just really cool stuff that we're looking to do as we continue to grow the community. I mean, last year we used a ton of funds to buy like 5 years worth of server space, which was thousands of dollars. So just little things like that, and it's just been really fun. Again, just kind of bringing people together who like to play, these franchise game modes and things like that. It's just been a lot of fun. So Simpson Parker, that's right. Simpson Morrissey. All right, let me just make sure they didn't jack up my line. I don't really know if long snapper matters in this game. I always wonder like if it affects like your kick accuracy. Like if I were to put in like Leatherwood as my long snapper, would that be different than Incognito being my long snapper? Probably giving Madden a little too much credit there. But I don't understand like why it's part of the depth chart if it doesn't matter. Who knows? Okay, can we play? Hooray! Let's say I got to get this in on my lunch break here. So let's move. 12-minute quarters, but 12-second time runoff. So there's not a ton of time in between plays, which I like because it kind of helps limit people like rigging stuff on offense left and right and scoring 65 points a week. Let you kind of take a look here at the presentation. You're going to see different presentation when you play the AI versus head-to-head game. I should have put my water in my sweet mug. I love this mug. This is the 15-ounce one. There's two different sizes of mugs up there. So again, really cool stuff. I'm shocked at how nice it turned out. I was skeptical. Like that's why I wanted to order it first and just make sure the stuff wasn't garbage. Love this shirt. Digging it. Speaking of shirts, I mean, one of the reasons I took the Raiders, these uniforms are just awesome. I like the Seahawks uniforms too. Obviously, very different. You have a classic look. There's kind of a new, over the last few years or so, when the Seahawks kind of refreshed things. Starters will play the first quarter. Probably going to see a lot of scrubby football. But again, just talking about the league and whatnot, really excited. Got a good group of folks. League is almost full. We do have some openings though, so if you're interested, come to our Discord.
But I'm glad these guys are. Football
and you can get to that Discord, again, simsportsgaming.com. There's a link in there from the app. It'll get you there. And we'll get you connected. All right, let me skip this now. Not going to make any coach adjustments here. We're just going to play. Just the preseason.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Taking it about the 1.
And I will play straight up how the rules are set up in our league. So you're not going to see anything gimmicky. We've made a few adjustments. If you've played in this league previously, like you're allowed one hot route now. Before it was none. But again, you got to be pretty quick. You don't got a ton of time in between plays. But that's going to keep games, quick, but also you'll still get the right amount of plays called in there. So should be good.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's
my best to play some safety today. See how it goes.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett.
Ooh.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy.
Did a good job against the blitz there.
Big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Truck, the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Almost slider at 50 default, so might have been a big hit. I don't quite remember, but
yeah, right now you know that come regular season he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Awesome replay.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
Well,
you know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Picked up the blitz. Nice play for them.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, Carson uses the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes I think these
Again, guys, we got openings in this league. Our first advance, really, tonight. We're going to go to preseason week 2. We're just kind of taking it slow as we finish filling out the league. There's about, like 9 or 10 teams open. Some good teams, Seahawks are one of them. I was waiting as long as I could, basically, to see if somebody would grab them before I played this game, but it's just the preseason. We had a free agency draft last night, so just a handful of free agents got picked up, but so far it's pretty much default rosters, things like that. And Madden is not perfect, but I'm not expecting a perfect game. It's fun. I liked Madden last year. It's never going to be what I want it to be. I play games like front office football, head coach 09. I mean, these games, they're just different games, and I try to understand that and try not to lose too much sleep.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing,
maybe?
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Bad throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer.
He was kind of my third option there.
Not reel it in.
Field return.
The intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's preseason. I'm just trying out some different stuff here. So while winning, home team gains more momentum and fatigue. Okay. We're not winning, though. So.
To throw, it's Carr.
Oh wow, lots of blockers.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left.
Yeah, Mike, I understand that. It's so crazy that they didn't update PC. That's also crazy. But it's so crazy how it's still so hard to find the next gen consoles. Like I just got lucky. Just ordered mine right off BestBuy.com. It just was at midnight, and somebody posted on Twitter they're available. Just got super lucky.
Got an open man.
Come on. It took so damn long to get that up.
All
right, so I forget the rule here. 4th and 2, you can go for it. But I can't remember if that's the 50 or like technically the 49. She just ran it. Jeez. Just took so long to get out there. I honestly don't know. Let me check. I can check on our app very, very quickly. So a little plug there. I got the app actually right here. So I'm going to click on the Madden League. I'm going to click on rules and just scroll down to 4th down settings here. Because I know I think I'm like a yard away. 4th down rules. Punting out of bounds only acceptable between your own 40 and... You can attempt... Oh, let's see. From your own 39 to your own end zone, you're required to punt the ball. Oh, so I can go for it. Punting out of bounds. From your own 39. Oh, yeah, all right. So, yeah, we'll go for this. This is part of the preseason. What do we do, though? He's a great short passer.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs.
Get it. There we go.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into
man,
the
playing
right
a good
spot
league, it makes a like I would rather be in a good league with like a decent game, right? Than have like a great game that's in a poorly run league, or a league that's just don't know what they're doing. Because again, no game's perfect, but leagues can kind of do their best to make the experience the best. That's what we're trying here. With a lot of help, a lot of good guys in the league, a lot of guys who've been in the league since
this to Jacobs on the toss right, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
End of the first quarter there, so nobody got hurt. That's a success. Just pick a play so it runs the clock. Again, like little things, right? Like they wouldn't probably take... I feel like they'd let the starters finish this drive, and I know Madden, like, they just pull these guys automatically, which is nice.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding
it's
Raiders with a football here.
I don't consider Madden an NFL simulation. It's an NFL game, but to me it's not a simulation. 3rd and 5. Let's
see on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's the backup Mariota.
Oh,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not his best.
All right, so Mariota's first pass.
When they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs
spiral, single coverage, just kind of a jump ball. Interception slider's at like 15, so again, you're still going to see him. You are going to see drops, guys. If you watch preseason games this year, defenders drop interceptions all the time. So,
and they take one of those away.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the
2 turnovers already, fumble, interception now.
Stalled out, they were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
Boy, they're just throwing deep.
You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No,
see, I'd like to see that in a Madden league, right? That wasn't caught, it wasn't intercepted, just an incomplete pass, which is most of the time what happens on a play like that. So I'm cool
if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Runs through the contact.
What's up, Michael? This is our Sim Sports Gaming League. So again, you can go to simsportsgaming.com, and that'll take you to the mobile app that will show you how to join. Or you can just go to simsportsgaming.com/SSG app, and that will take you to where you need to go.
The
Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ooh.
And that's going to be
boy, they had that guy open deep that I was covering. I don't know if he was open, but boy, they had real nice single coverage on him with a pretty bad safety.
Job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
But we do have some open teams.
You're going to get him. Sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did have an injury. Yeah. Separated shoulder. That'll be a few weeks. So our O-line's not great. I originally took the Chargers in this league, but I ended up changing. I know everyone loves the Chargers uniforms. I don't. I kind of like their dark blue. I know it's silly, but like I know I need to have a team that like that I do like the uniforms.
But to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Our line not creating a lot for us
Just a
here.
yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That was a bad read, a bad throw.
19 yard.
I don't know what those defenders did not go where I thought. That was ugly. Should have just gone underneath. What the hell? How did that even get? I've never ever seen that in a Madden game. Oops, I'll take it. I'll take it because the interception I did throw was kind of like, come on, go for it. Not going to get a big release there.
Off the play fake, Mariota.
That's complete. Good Mariota. Again, accuracy's at like, I think 15. That's what we had the slider at on all Madden. So.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know it's...
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag.
That's first down.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action now. Mariota.
Someone catch it.
And he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Yeah, I'd rather keep the back.
That one goes for 8 yards.
No, please don't sub in my 93 overall tight end.
But with intelligence, found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got it. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose
Madden makes goal line running. It's just ridiculous. Like, there's nowhere to go. It's just, I'm calling these plays more out of just like testing the game. And like that should happen sometimes. Like that's the norm, right? You just run into a pile of dudes and nowhere to go. Yeah, I mean that's 3 plays in a row. Like, completely ridiculous. But we're gonna go for it. We can.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look coming.
And it's preseason. Perfect time to practice plays like
A
this.
little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time play for their defense.
They'll run. It's Drake.
Yeah.
And he's not
4 times in a row.
They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter.
And the AI will just run
into the red zone, but
pretty much 3 straight times.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. And he fends him off. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd and 9, Smith. He's got this one complete to John Ursua. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Gino. Leaves it for Penny. Incompletion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle.
Good little practice
with the busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
2-minute offense here.
Can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position,
it's always weird playing with your
15, inside the 5,
backup receivers because, you know, you kind of have certain things in mind and what you want to do with guys, but you got the wrong personnel out there to do it.
First down, Mariota.
Throwing
over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, Richard. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Geno on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Halftime, ugly.
Play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead.
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3.
Our offensive focus. I'd like to be able to run the ball a little bit better.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
3-0.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard.
We game planned for it, right?
Down now looming.
I have to think a major
Let's see if we can actually
had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Running the ball well.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule,
stick with it
staying
until they
ahead
can
of the
start
sticks,
stopping
whatever
it.
you want to call it. 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mariota. He's going to float this one deep
Terrible
right
throw.
side. And
What
it's
on earth?
intercepted. Picked off at
No
the
arm strength
22.
at all.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go.
So the corner blitzed. So he had him on a safety, and the safety's flat-footed. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, let's just throw this up. Well, he did get hit. Did it impact? I mean, he still threw a perfect spiral. That throw is horrible. Yikes.
Their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Penny, a first down carry, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one.
Both interceptions I've thrown. Again, interceptions at 15. Single coverage. Well, I guess the second one, the safety came over and just did a horrible throw. Really strange.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. Smith on first down.
And that's complete to Swain. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Penny running right, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 11.
Hey, Corbin, this is a rare versus the CPU game. We have just a few openings,
Here's Smith.
and the Seahawks are one of them.
That one is swing
So,
complete.
the first week of the preseason,
Down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. They pick up
we
12
allow
on the
versus
play
CPU
there,
games
and they move the
as long as
chains.
it's open. We try to,
Now what
you know,
we're
wait
seeing
during
is
a
much
period,
better
kind of
from
wait
this
as long as we
offense
can.
because
I'll
so
still
far
be
in
able,
this game,
being
no
able to get the
touchdowns to
game
this
in just in
point.
case. So.
And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Yeah, I think so, Corbin. I haven't played it a ton, but I mean, playing it, I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't play it. I was saying earlier, I mean, I kind of just understand what Madden is at this point. It's an imperfect game, which all games are. I consider it a football, an NFL game, not an NFL simulation game. Right? So that's just kind of where I'm at with Madden.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Boy, they can run block up the middle.
Alex Collins.
I guess the key is it's not coming out in a goal line.
2 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Like you have to kind of keep the AI like spread out a little bit, which I mean, it's true in real life too. It can help, but like also like in real life, I mean, it's very easy just to push a line ahead for like a yard. And earlier in the game, you saw we tried it 4 plays in a row and got nowhere. And again, it was just more to kind of test it out.
And you gave your defense some rest.
Yeah,
What a big-time drive.
I'm excited for the patches too, Corbin. But yeah, it gave us a chance to kind of test out the goal line chances and things like that. And
from a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result.
Mariota's got to stop throwing dead ducks.
And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again.
And also, deep throwing is not his game.
The last time, their third
I need to be aware of that too.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And
there's a lot of openings deep in Madden.
Making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do.
So of course, we saw that Madden where the guy runs out of bounds. There's plenty of room for him to still cut up.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, Mariota. Catch made, it's Moreau. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There
pressure.
it is, and they passed him up to each defender.
So you can see a little bit of Madden happening here, but I mean, it's realistic to an extent. So he gets pressure in his face here. I mean, this guy's wide open. The slider app, yeah, I'm kind of close to being done with it, but not as close as I thought. I thought I'd get a chance this weekend to work on it. I also needed a break, man. Yeah, so he had some pressure. And let me finish explaining this play here first. These are little things that, speaking of, kind of help me with the different apps. I mean, look how bad the coverage is. So I mean, that's wide open in real NFL, right? That's, probably wide open because he still gets it to him. But you get this like weird momentum that takes him back, and it's better than even last year's Madden, I guess. He does cut up, but again, bad throws happen. But there's just it's so hard to fight for yardage in this game, because in real life, wouldn't you just kind of just take a dive in between those two guys, right? Dive through this, get the first down. Instead, you just get stood up and
even though it was complete.
Whatever.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
No fair catch, huh?
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return.
Yeah, I think I like the Madden app a little bit better even in the MLB one so far.
The Seahawks take back over with this lead, and the football thing's obviously looking good.
But I'm supposed to go on Ryden's podcast this week to talk about it. I would love to have it done by then, but I don't know. We'll see.
Be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get.
Like I said, it's just more finding the time to really wrap it up and also not to rush it.
You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They begin with a run by Penny, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Thanks, Corbin.
I've got to think this offensive line has got some.
It's really not that hard. At least it never feels that hard for me. I mean, to me, I just see and react, and I use that to back up what I think I'm seeing and things like that. And I watch a lot of replay.
Trying to keep them from locking down a game.
It's all right in front of us. We just gotta be willing to look and know where to look in this play.
Swung out left to his running back.
2 broken tackles.
Not much room there ultimately, just up past the 25 and no further.
And this is where we gotta get off the damn field. Come on, guys.
4 yards, and now it's third down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense,
yeah, there we go.
And hold it for just a
good coverage sack. Oh, not a sack. Good coverage.
There on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I don't think they'll take
play
it
in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out.
I actually won my copy of Madden this year
and sweat it out on the sideline.
On Ryan's podcast last week. I was just listening in and entered and won the copy, so I was like, they asked me to come on next week, and I said, yeah, it should work. I think Thursday.
Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
All right, well, let's try to stick to some short throwing here, Mariota. That's kind of his theme.
Quick strikes.
But deep's gonna be open as well.
You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Oh boy! I mean, look at that throw. It's horrible.
His second pick of the game. Probably should have.
And again, I have it pretty low.
I guess they're in a
situation but
now,
wow, dude,
where they're forced to
that's
take some
bad.
Chances, but I don't know
wide open. Those are I'm just tapping. Those are easy throws.
Could very easily have been intercepted.
Away team has improved coverage, so all right, that's not
gonna help us. Seal this one.
To throw again on second down. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
Oh, 4 yards.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball.
Yeah, they did a good job.
The benefits of run after catch.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. How's Edwards looking out there?
That means you have to run extra plays.
Not great.
Harder to move it.
On third down, Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
Like, catch it and roll. Like, there's just no, like, there's no, like, intelligence. There's no awareness around the sticks by players. And again, that happens. I'm not saying every player needs to do that. I'm in my right with no rules to go for it. So we're going to spread them out, try to run inside.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here.
Of course, they have it covered perfectly.
They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to
Are you serious?
They stop him right
again, right? Just situational awareness. Not every player should have perfect situational awareness. But I mean, can I challenge that?
In outstanding field position.
He wasn't even down. Like, he was still on the guy's stomach, rolling over. He would have had the first down. He's not down. They've already blown the whistle. Like, that's a first down. His knee doesn't touch. Now, hey, this is cool if they reverse this. But that's a first down. So let's see what they say. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be a first down. Oh, it is! Oh my god, they got it right! I take it back. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Can you guys believe that?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a
single coverage deep, but I'm afraid to throw it. I don't trust Mariota to throw it down there.
Out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
This possession means so much for them.
Unreal.
On this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Gotta get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down.
Oh, that's picked. Yep, that was a bad read. Bad read. That was nice. That was a really good bait. That was cool. Now I can do play action here. Third and 5 and less, I believe, is the rule, or 4th and 5. Run throw. Ooh, you're not going to get a good release, are you? Or speed. Yikes.
On play action, Mariota.
Give me a block.
Eluding the pressure right. Mariota so
that was not by design. That was just, the guys were covered. He had the speed to do it. No reason to play around. And none of these plays are good for Mariota. He doesn't have a terrible arm, but he's just, I don't know, can't get him to throw deep. I mean, if it's there, I'll of course try. I need to start moving, but...
He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Picking plays. There's an obvious blitz from the AI.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, not a great
the
throw.
linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Raiders on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running for the shotgun with Drake.
That's a first down.
Able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Madden, stressing me out. Gotta get back to work. Come on, we gotta wrap this game up.
Been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2
Oh, jeez, I pushed the wrong button. I was trying to throw that receiver on the right, underneath, and I hit R, but I had elbowed that guy in the block.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback.
Sad
He thinks
day.
he can retreat and outrun the pressure.
None of these
but
routes.
That time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss,
Mariota?
A really
I mean, I'll try 4 verts and see if anything's there. If not, we'll just hit Richards.
Another try after the first down sack.
Holy cow.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Tons of
and
pressure.
the Seahawks have picked it up.
2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. That's how you score 0 points.
Territory at the 42-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how
Okay,
costly
so
a mistake that was, but probably
not
good for him to
loving
get it out
Mariota
of his
this
system
game.
right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
He's just standing there. Are you serious?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now,
I mean, I believe we have reaction pretty damn high. That was brutal.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's bad.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22.
I'm getting shut out.
Just a yard.
Someone else got shut out in our league against the AI.
You know that old expression, it's not my night.
This week. In week 1 of the preseason here.
I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oops.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Full momentum.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1.
So they hurry up even though I took a timeout?
Timeout defensively. Here's Penny.
It's different.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. Try to put a drive together here with Mariota.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 13,
just not the dude,
a minute 47 on the clock.
What I'm trying to do at least.
The preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota.
Oh my gosh.
And they get to
Left tackle
Mariota here as
just
he's
got owned
dropped
that
on
way.
the sack. Alton Robinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed.
All right, there he can throw. Finally.
All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards. And it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is 2
Holy cow.
behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Yeah.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense.
That was an ugly game, guys. 5 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 3 picks, all by Mariota.
And they're going to love to walk out of here.
All in the single coverage.
That interception. Good way for them to end it.
Couple dead ducks. That's Madden. That's the interception slider at 15 still, by the way. But they had that coverage momentum thing. I mean, it's just whatever. Whole series of reasons. But I'd throw those balls again, every single one of them. Every single pick I'd throw again. But a lot of factors go into that. The QB you're using. He had pressure in his face on one of them, I think. So it happens. But anyway, guys, again, we have openings in this league, so still playing well. It was just an ugly preseason game. It happens. And but if you're interested, go to simsportsgaming.com. You can access the app there. You can access our swag shop that we just opened up last week. Again, got my shirt, got my hat, got the mug. So lots of stuff there available. And again, all of those proceeds go back into the community, which is really, really cool. So it's something we're able to do and try and help out the SimSports gaming community. And of course, there's other ways to get involved. We have a supporter role on our Discord and things like that. So again, appreciate all the love and support over the years, guys, and I'm happy to, just work with y'all and just enjoy these sport games a lot. So, but I got to get back here. I'm Mike Lowe 47 on Twitter. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel, and again, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.